in lane 4 from Speed Academy with the best time in the world this year, owner of the world indoor best in the 400, Christopher Morales Williams.
Christopher Morales Williams. I run for the Speed Academy in the University of Georgia, and I specialize in the 400 meters. I started track in grade 7, so that was around 2017. I was 12 years old, and I started mostly just because I used to do soccer all the time, but it kind of got a little bit boring just because my team was, we weren't like really winning any games and we just kept losing. But then my brother and sister and my next door neighbor started doing track, and then they kind of just brought me along, and that's just how it all started. Tony and Speed Academy, all the coaches there, Coach Colleen, all the other ones, they definitely have just like helped me, just not even just as an athlete, but grow as a person. And I've learned so much from being with them and being with Tony. And I mean, I couldn't ask for a better team. You know, it's more than just a club; it's like a family there. And I am really close with all the people and the coaches and even the parents as well. So it's just been a great experience just being there. And every time I come home, it's just such a blast to kind of see everybody. Training, it was pretty good for the earlier like years before COVID happened. Like, I mean, we would only practice 6 hours a week, and I would drive about an hour to practice for an hour and a half, and then drive an hour back. But yeah, I mean, practices were always hard. I mean, it's only three a week, right? So we always had to kill us on all of them and make sure that, you know, we get enough practice in. That was just able to take me to get a scholarship, and then from there on things changed. But yeah, that's how Tony's practices always went. So for warm-up, I normally like to get to the track really early, just kind of chill, get some treatment, and then from there on, once I actually start to warm up, just do my drills and just think about, you know, whatever comes to mind. Nothing, I don't really think about the race too much, don't like to. Just like to think about random stuff, and I just kind of go through it, talk to my coaches every now and then. They kind of keep me locked in, depends on the race, of course. Like, you know, I'm obviously a little bit more intense at NCAA Nationals than I am at like just Miami Invitational, right? Like, I'm kind of like chilling and just, you know, having a good time. Nationals, I'm like more locked in. I picked Georgia just because, like, I mean, with the relation that Coach Caryl and Coach Tony had. I mean, she was at USC before, and Coach Andre DeGrasse, who was a part of the Speed Academy. And so he already had this connection with her, and I knew she had coached Andre, and I kind of just wanted to, you know, kind of follow in his footsteps, I would say. Just, you know, I knew that she was a great coach to be able to coach him, and he got an Olympic gold. And so it was like, you know, if she could do that with him, then maybe she could coach me as well to be great and kind of just stay there. And so when Coach Sharpe or Coach Tony told me about her and saying that she would be a great fit for me, I was like, yeah, I mean, if he says that it'll be a good fit for me, then I'll trust his word on it. The university life is great. I mean, the team's really, really close. I'm friends with pretty much everybody, and like, I mean, it didn't even take long. I showed up halfway through the year, but it was just like really quick for me to just kind of like be friends with everybody. I had Coach Kareem kind of come in, and I started doing his program this year, and I think that's just been the biggest help to me this year, and just all the quarter milers at our school. I mean, it made a huge difference in my training, and also just having base training. This was my first year of a full year of training. I never had that since grade 9, so because of COVID and everything, and just missing going to school late last year. So I had a full year of training, Coach Kareem, and just mentally just kind of figuring out, you know, like where I gotta be and all the positive thoughts and everything. So it just kind of all played out and just led to this success. It was a great start at the Clemson Invitational. I broke the national record in 300, and I was already like, okay, if I ran, you know, this fast last year and I just ran like 6 milliseconds this year faster, then it should be a good start. And then I opened up the 46.0, and I was like, things are looking great. And then I still had to like learn a bit about the indoor track because I kept falling off the banks. And so I go to Arkansas, and that was the only race I actually lost the entire year. So it was great to like kind of had that, because I hate being on top all the time, you know what I mean? So it was nice to kind of lose and kind of learn from that mistake. And I think from then on, each race indoor was key to just figuring out to the world record run. Then it was nationals, and then I won. And so it was like all of indoor was just perfect. And I mean, it was just, we were just hitting what we needed to hit. Once I get to strides and excels, I turn it on, and then I'll turn it off once I'm done on my break. And then pretty much once I get to the call room and getting ready to run, that's when I turn it on and get like locked in and just kind of focus about, you know, what I'm gonna do, my steps, and then just from there on out, like I try not to think about it too much, because at the end of the day, I do it at practice, so it's muscle memory at this point, and then I just run, get in the box.
Moving very fast to the finish line. In lane 4 from Speed Academy with the best time in the world this year, avec le meilleur chrono mondial cette année de 44 secondes 05. Winner of the NCAA Championship and also owner of the world indoor best in the 400, Christopher Morales Williams. Au couloir numéro 3 de l'Australie, Stephen Solomon. And also, let's welcome, souhaitons la bienvenue à
Pomorze.
So today I just kind of wanted to get out fast, run the first 300 like I normally do. So in the blocks, you know, I got out, pushed hard, 60 meters, maintained that speed on the backstretch, and just kind of started to add some in the 300. And then once I saw I was in the lead, I just kind of just controlled the race from there on. That's how I like to run my prelims, just not just here, but anywhere I go. Just wanted to win 300, get used to it again. It's been a bit of a while. And yeah, it's just what I did.
47, 44. Devin Bukoski, 47, 50.
People gotta do media stuff, and I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I've seen it with all the other athletes that are bigger names, and so I mean, it's not bad. It just all depends. Like with anything, too much is tiring. But I mean, I've been pretty good at it. It's definitely different. Nice, change of lifestyle for me. But at the end of the day, it's it's been bad. Like I said, I'm back in Canada, and it's pretty sick. Just knowing that my country supports me and everything. So it still is really cool. And I just, like I said, different lifestyle, and still got to get used to it. But I mean, it's not too bad actually. I think I adapted really well. So, like the biggest goal was win NCAAs, but my dream really as a kid was to make the Olympics, and so to be named an Olympian just feels like I accomplished so much this year. I couldn't ask for more. It'll be awesome.